All right, everybody, welcome to After the Evil, an unofficial Ash versus Evil Dead after show. I am your main host, MaryGirl Moody, and today I am so thankful to the Evil Dead spirits and the Necronomicon that today we have special guest Omar King on the show. Welcome, Omar.
Hello. It's nice to be here. Yeah.
It's very nice to have you here, Omar. Oh my God, we have so much to talk
To
about with the
talk about.
show. Yes, since
Yep.
you are the special guest, I want to know your thoughts. So tell me what you thought of the episode.
This episode blowed my mind. Um, the first scene of the show, it was that first scene where it starts with Evil Dead, all that tribute montage thing.
Yeah, exactly. The like the backstory montage. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Ash wakes up in a room. He feels really uh, he was sick, so yeah. Um, and then we see Ball, who's a doctor. What's his name? Yeah, he's a doctor. And then Ash has no idea what's going on. It was like, and it felt like kind of a hangover.
Right.
Wait, oh
Painful
wait,
headache.
wait. Uh, I'll be back. There's something going on. So
Oh, no problem. I got it
okay,
for a
I'll be
second,
back.
Omar. No problem. So, guys, this was a great episode. Basically, it started out with, excuse me, Ash ended up in the mental asylum. And as Omar was saying, Ball is his doctor, but he's dressed up as somebody else. So Ash doesn't obviously recognize him. And the doctor's Ball is trying to convince Ash that everything has been in his head this whole entire time and that he murdered his friends and his sister during the cabin incident all those years ago, and that he really is insane. Hey, Brianna, it's so nice to have you, and it's so nice to have everybody here. If you would like to join in on the chat, please do so. And for some reason, if the screen sticks for you guys, just hit the refresh button, and you're going to be good to go. So, in Ash's mind, and thanks again to Omar because he really helped me see this, a lot of the stuff was in Ash's mind. So Ash comes across Kelly at one point, and it's, oh my God, it's such a crazy episode. Kelly breaks her own fingers right in front of Ash, and it's so, it was painful for me to watch. But at the end of the credits afterwards, you actually get to see how they kind of shot a lot of stuff, and you kind of see how Callie, how Kelly did things, how Dana DeLorenzo taped things. Jennifer says, unfortunately, I'll have to see this when I see it. Sucks, I have to wait for another day. Jennifer, I hope I don't spoil it for you. And for those of you out there who have not actually seen this episode, please go back and watch it. I do not want to spoil this for you, okay? Vinny. Vinny says,
I'm back.
what's up, Omar? Vinny just said, I just came in to stop by and I just wanted to say, I love you, Mary, and I love your haircut. Oh, thank you, Vinny. Yes. My husband did this for me. My hair was starting to literally choke me at night.
Wow.
Um, so yeah, Omar, I was
Yeah.
just kind of going over the episode and how, thanks to you, I realized that when Ash came across Kelly and Pablo in the asylum, that they were delusions in his mind, that they weren't true. That
Yeah.
wasn't the real Kelly and Pablo.
Yeah. It was all an illusion.
And Ball the doctor
Yeah.
is basically trying to convince Ash that this is all in
Destroy
his
the
mind.
In the end, he wanted him to destroy the book.
Right. That was his ultimate goal, right? Was to get
Yeah,
Ash to think that it was all in his head and that he needed to destroy the Necronomicon.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
See,
Were
a,
you?
a lot. Oh no, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Omar.
No, you go on.
Well, I was just saying, I thought it was a great episode. I noticed though there was not one deadite, and there was
Nope.
not really, truly one real
Hmm.
bloody sequence.
Wait, maybe it's a dream.
No, I mean, it probably is, but the fact that they're all going to invade the asylum uh, and try to, get Ash back. They're all three of them, Ruby,
Jeez,
Kelly, and Pablo. I don't think it is. I guess it's a real place where Ball
hey, I'll
has
be
like,
back.
oh, okay.
Uh,
I think it's really a place where Ball has locked Ash up and he's kind of allowing Ash to freely hallucinate, possibly. Maybe he's given him a hallucinogen, such as the way that Pablo's uncle did in one of the first episodes of the season. I'm not exactly sure how that was going, but it's it was just a little confusing at certain parts. However, I really liked where it went because at the end it all wrapped itself up and a nice tight little bow, because the whole point of the episode was Ball wanted to drive Ash crazy and make him think that the evil dead really is in his head and therefore he needs to destroy the Necronomicon. Well, guess what? Pablo is the Necronomicon. So yeah, it was a really great episode in essence of I loved Bruce Campbell's original like slapstick kind of comedy, and it kind of went back to the roots of like the the physical comedy that the Evil Dead trilogy is really known for and the show. Hey Omar, you okay?
I'm yeah, I'm back. It's
Perfect. Omar has been fighting sickness, guys. It seems to be taking hold of a lot of people, so he is a trooper for being here. So please go down below and hit the like button. I am just so out of my gore right now, too, I guess, Omar.
yeah,
Chris Hill wants to know when I'm going to do an American Horror Story video. I will have
American
those up.
Horror Story.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, Chris,
oh,
I'll have those up
my
actually.
favorite show.
I will have those up, Chris, coming up this week. And we're going to do a big event thing on my channel on Wednesday for the finale. So there's going to be lots of cool stuff coming up.
Really?
Yeah, we're going to do lots of live streams, prediction videos. And it's just going to
Wow.
be a big special, yeah, on Wednesday since it's the
Oh,
finale.
oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, so
Really?
yeah, so I do. I apologize. I haven't posted this weekend. I have been
Oh
under
yeah,
the weather.
Friday. You forgot about Friday chapter
I
two.
swear, Omar, I tried to make that video, but my kids kept bothering me every
Oh
second.
yeah.
And my husband had to work late on Friday, so it just did not work. I barely even made it to this live stream. But I promise, either I'm going to do two of those videos on this coming up Friday, or I'll have one done this week and then resume back on Friday. So
Oh
yeah, but
yeah. Okay.
everybody is wishing you to get well soon, Omar.
Thanks.
So, Omar, what do
Thanks.
you think was your favorite scene from tonight's Ash versus Evil Dead
Hmm.
episode?
Let's see. Well, I can say all of it, but I have to pick
Right?
one. I know
Yes.
all of it. Hmm. Let's see. Oh wait. That oh Ash and Kelly, they were acting crazy in that room with all the other mental patients being crazy, and Papa is is restraining him. That was good.
I also thought it was awesome too when Pablo was kicking the crap out of Ash
Yeah.
when Kelly said for them to cause a distraction or something like that. So, but it
Mm,
really, I agree with you, Omar. It was really silly and neat to see Kelly, be that type of way, to see Dana De Lorenzo portray Kelly in that type of violent, crazy way. So
yeah.
I agree with you. That probably had to be one of the better scenes
What about
in the movie.
Ruby? Ruby reminded me of Sister Jude and Nurse Ratched.
We can't talk about Ruby. I don't know if we can. I'm afraid she's going to die because of last week's episode. And
Well,
I love Lucy Lawless, and I'm so afraid that her character is going to end up dying. So
hmm.
I'm a little touchy on Ruby
Oh
because
yeah.
I don't want any of them to die, but it's going to happen.
It's
Um,
going to happen.
Yes, this episode did heavily remind me of American Horror Story
Yeah,
Asylum, or
Asylum.
yeah, or like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest,
That one. That movie
Yeah.
starring
I have that
Jack
movie like
Nicholson.
yeah, I have that movie upstairs on DVD. It's like one of my favorite movies.
It was in the 70s. Yeah,
Yeah. It's one of my
I
favorite Jack
watched that
Nicholson.
film. It was
Everybody
really.
should. It really was one of the most beautiful films out there, and the
Yeah.
ending is my favorite. I love the ending to that movie. I just don't think that they could have done a better ending to that movie. So
Yeah.
that's why I think I adore that movie so much too. So
And we saw Chet in this
that's
episode.
right. Oh my God. Thank you, Omar. You're right. We got to see Chet for a little bit.
Yeah, just a glimpse.
But still, it was Ted
Yeah,
Raimi in some sort of form or fashion.
yeah. It
I
was
was kind
good.
of hoping that maybe he actually wasn't dead, because the first time I saw the episode, I was still kind
It's
of
like
confused. Yeah, if that was in
he
his
said
actual
he
mind.
died 30 years ago. I'm like, did he? And then
Oh my
the,
God.
the doctor said that he killed the 4 people in the cabin 30 years ago. So did he really kill them?
Well, Chet wasn't with them in the original Evil
So
Dead movie.
I was confused. So it
That
must be an
is kind of
illusion.
confusing. Who is the fourth person then that he would claim that he have killed? Because it was just Ash, his girlfriend Linda, and then his best guy
Linda A.
friend, Linda A. Yeah, and then we got Linda B. Did you notice
She,
that?
yeah, she appeared a little bit, kind of in the ending. It was
Yeah.
funny.
Oh, we have Linda
And
A
then
and then Linda B. This is funny.
and Ash he confessed to the doctor that he killed those 4 people in the cabin.
Right. He gave in to the illusion. Yeah. I
I'm
can't
like,
believe that.
why would he confess? I'm like,
I guess if Omar, when you kind of lock someone up like that and deprive them of everything, kind of, of their even their basic comforts, that they're going to really it's going to, trick their mind into believing anything at that point.
yeah, just like an
Um
asylum.
right. Right. Now, Omar, I have to know, what did you think of the puppet Ashy Slashy?
Well, he was mouthing off a lot. So
he
he was
was
being a smart mouth,
he was devastatingly
a smart
handsome
aleck.
though.
He was trying to hit on Kelly.
Oh, that was hilarious, Omar. Excellent eye. I totally forgot about that. He was so hitting on Kelly.
And Kelly was confused, and Ash was like, hmm. Ash was like, he, he was confused in this episode.
Yeah.
Like, he was trying to be his ashy way, but
I think maybe because Ash was confused, they were trying to convey his confusion to the audience.
yeah,
And I think they did a pretty good job of that, because, yeah, it
yeah,
was pretty confusing for me. But I guess when I knew that it must be an illusion is when
yep,
Ash punched his hand through the wall and it got
yeah.
stuck in like some muck or
That
something.
wall, it was really, the wall had some black liquid. His hand was in it.
Yeah. And I
Black
just,
liquid, and then he got it out. It's perfectly fine. What? What?
so was like that like a flaw in the Matrix, or like, the flaw in his illusion or something, little catches like that?
It's an illusion.
Yeah, like you said, perfect illusion, like you say. Yes.
It was a
Yeah.
perfect illusion.
I will start singing, Omar, and I have a terrible voice.
I
I
have a
beg
good
you to.
voice.
Oh, thank God. Because I was about to say, I beg you, if you go forward with this song, I'm going to totally sing it, and then nobody will ever come back to my channel ever again.
I
Oh,
I would.
well, good. I'm glad. Hey, that's what's important.
Yeah, because you're in my best friend list and on my
Heck yeah.
channel. Did you saw my best friends list on my channel?
Omar, I apologize. I haven't had a chance to. Cooksy, baby, it's okay. Cooksy, I am so sorry. The dog, yeah.
Same
Baby,
with mine. Barks a
Cooksy,
lot when
Cooksy.
he's knocking
Come here,
on
baby.
the door.
Come here, my baby. Come here, my baby boy. Come here, my baby. come here, my baby. You're a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a very good protective guy. He just, yeah, when he hears something outside that
Yeah.
annoys him or gets him
Same with
roused
my
up.
dog. Yeah.
So I have to say, I mean, the part where I really thought was very comical was when Ash was getting the electroshock
hmm
therapy.
Just like in an asylum, Sister Jude was
Yeah.
doing. I I feel like Ash was like Sister Jude,
Yeah.
because Sister Jude was so confused because she changed her name to be Drake. I mean, yeah, Betty Drake.
Oh, well, no, the Monsignor Timothy Howell actually changed her name to Betty
Yeah.
Drake when
Yep.
he forced her into the asylum. And I
Yep.
apologize, Omar. The only reason why I know that is because I'm working on predictions for the ending of this season finale, and therefore oh, and Netflix is freaking taking American Horror Story off like
What?
December. They're taking it off December 7th. Like the first couple of seasons, yeah, you'll only get like I think hotel, if that.
Hotel.
I
I
think I
wanted
haven't.
season two. Season two
They're
was
taking
amazing.
definitely. They're definitely taking hotel season 2 Asylum off of Netflix on the 7th of December.
Netflix.
I don't know. We need to petition them to tell them to please never take off American Horror Story from
My
their online
teacher,
streaming.
Miss Elliot, my teacher, will be devastated
You better
because
tell her to start binging now.
she's a fan. She just started Hotel.
That's her first season.
No, her
Okay,
fifth.
her fifth. Okay. Oh, good. Well, she needs to start binging
Yeah.
because yeah, they're
I
gonna
told
take
her
it
about
down.
Roanoke, but she had no idea because she has no cable.
Oh, my next door neighbor was outside a couple of nights ago, and I was just working on my laptop. He's like, "Hey, Mary, how's it going?" I said, "What's going on with you?" And he said, "Well, I'm about to go inside and binge watch my favorite show." I was like, "Oh, really? What's that?" And he said, "American Horror Story." And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna pop some popcorn and I'm gonna grab some colas and I'll be right over."
Wow.
Because I had to show him, the great stuff that had happened. I love it when somebody tells me, I love this show or that
Do
show,
you
and it's my favorite too.
do you
I'm
know
sorry.
Roanoke is on Wikipedia? So yeah.
Well, I don't really trust Wikipedia very much.
Oh,
So,
you know Red Snow, the actor who plays Red Snow is a porn star.
oh my God, are you serious?
Trust me, he is a porn star.
Oh my God.
Let me tell you. You know what his porn name is?
Oh no, if it's
It's Al.
PG.
No, it's Alan Long.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, if it's a PG rated name, we can say it. If it's not, we
No, it's
might want to give
Alan
a
Long.
warning.
I thought it would be like something like Snow, but it's Alan Long. Really, Alan Long?
It's like Alan Thicke or something from like Growing Pains or something like that, you know?
He's he's been in, and
Alan, it's just such a generic name.
yeah, yeah, he's been in 2 films, or 3, because I checked on IMDb, and it says he's been in 3 porn films.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to make a note of that whenever.
And they were asking in last episode of Beyond the Horror, they said they're asking about the guy who played Red Snow, is he a porn star? Because he looks like a porn star, and he is. Trust me, he is.
Okay, I will have to. Yeah, I'll have to say something about that because that's pretty cool that they would put, like a
Ryan
porno
Murphy.
actor. Yeah, but that's awesome though because people in the porn industry should not be shamed.
Yeah.
That's my thoughts on it.
Billy Snow, he was in Glory Days. Yeah, that show on TBS, Glory Days.
Okay.
He
And well,
played.
since I've had my kids, I really haven't watched too much television, so
No,
it doesn't sound familiar to me.
it's on TBS.
Okay. Well, we got about 10 minutes left on our stream, Omar, for Ash. What do you is there something I forgot about that we should discuss or kind of get into?
Hmm.
other than the fact that Pablo was turning into the Necronomicon, he looked so much healthier in the previews for next week. That gave
Yeah.
me hope.
Yeah, like, what's going on?
Maybe out of this whole thing, um, Pedro will just be like have these awesome new badass tattoos out of the whole thing, and he won't
Oh,
die. Oh, and Omar, okay, I wanted to ask you, if
yep.
you had to choose between Kelly and Pablo to survive the season, which one would you choose and why?
Both.
Okay.
Because they are amazing.
I know, I agree. Viewers out there, if you could choose between Kelly and Pablo to survive the season, which one would you choose and why? Comment it. Yeah, because Ash has never had a sidekick, Omar.
Yeah.
And I think Pablo is a really great guy to have for him as a side. I think their chemistry together as actors, as comedic actors, is spectacular.
Like Batman and Robin, Ash is Batman, and Pablo is Robin, Boy
Except
Wonder.
except like a feistier, like cuter version, because Pablo is. Ray Santiago is pretty cute. He was in I think it was Meet the Fockers.
What's that movie? That
He was
everybody
supposed
thought that was really the name was
Ben
really
Stiller.
bad.
Yeah. He was supposed to be Ben Stiller's illegitimate child in that movie. But he
Oh, I don't know.
where
I
his
laugh
parents, yeah, his parents
because
and
he,
her parents met.
yeah, and because he said he made love with Nanny, and then they made that child.
Yeah, and her like his dad, his father-in-law thought that Robert De Niro thought that kid was Ben Stiller's son, and that's Ray Santiago. So he's
I
no, I mean,
remember that scene.
this isn't his first comedy though. I mean, he's been in lots of movies and shows before. Dana De Lorenzo really hasn't though. She's just been in like a couple of commercials, done a couple of little minor things. Like I think Ash versus Evil Dead is like her first starring, anything.
Yeah.
So and I agree. They're just both really great. I like Ruby and Kelly together. Ruby and Kelly kick so much ass.
Yeah. Ruby. Oh, her voice. Her voice is so exquisite.
It is. She talks so grammatically accurate and she enunciates her words perfectly. I just love that.
Well, I don't know. Well, really, the woman who plays Ruby is an English actress.
Lucy Lawless, really?
I heard. I saw the
I've
interview.
never I've never heard her. I would just assume she was American because of
No,
Xena and all that stuff. I've
I
never.
saw the interviews.
Oh my God. You know what? I think you're right because I watch a lot of those Comic Cons of Ash versus Evil Dead. I bet you she spoke with a British accent there and I just never noticed. I'll have to go back and check it out.
Yeah.
But you think that's why she has that like spectacular voice?
Yeah. And I love her hair
Oh,
because
I
her name is
know.
Ruby and her hair is colorful, um, like Maisie's hair.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like Maisie could be her illegitimate daughter.
Oh, really?
No, I'm saying it's like Maisie could be her illegitimate daughter, because they both rock the same like cool
Pink
hair
hair.
and like rocking
Her voice, pink
attitude.
hair. Yeah.
Yeah, But
Oh,
I'm looking so forward to next week because I
yeah.
know that
Next week.
that's going to be a great blood spilling episode. So
Well, next week is going to be amazing because two shows are coming on Sunday and Wednesday. Two shows. One, the end on Wednesday, and I don't know, on Sunday.
Scream Queens is coming back after American Horror Story is over. So,
Why?
oh, I guess Murphy wanted to end American Horror Story and then go back to Scream Queens.
Yeah.
I loved watching Tuesday Scream Queens and Wednesday American Horror Story. It was like a double shot of Murphy. And then Sundays we were getting Ash versus Evil Dead. It's unbeatable. It's unbeatable.
I wish I could tell you all about season two.
Okay, Omar, I have watched season 2. So why don't you and I do a special like Scream Queens live stream one day?
Yeah,
Because I would love to do that with you.
yeah. Oh,
Okay.
that episode three. Yeah, episode three. So devastating.
I know I'm so scared because I wonder about Chanel number 5. So,
No, that was in episode four, the Halloween one.
oh, was it? Oh,
Yeah,
I'm so sorry. I'm kind of I thought there was 3 episodes that they aired, but it's 4 and then they did the split. So, okay.
episode episode five is like it's gonna be like this Thanksgiving, Halloween is over episode.
Yeah.
The aftermath. Yeah, the aftermath of Halloween.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that. I'm
You
looking
know that
very forward to that.
season two kind of reminds me of Halloween two, the 1981 version of Halloween two with Jamie Lee
Yeah.
Curtis.
Yes, it does, especially now with them in the hospital, you know? But I'm so sorry. Okay, we have 4 minutes left of our Ash versus Evil Dead, and I am so sorry. I didn't mean to get us off on Scream Queens. It's just
That's okay.
there's only a couple of shows that I really love. Ash versus Evil Dead is number 1. American Horror Story is number 2, and Scream Queens is number 3.
Yep, my favorite show. I watched season four of American Horror Story with my cousin and my sister. I
Mhm.
watched it at her house. I didn't get to finish season four. I'm on
Oh,
episode
wow.
10.
Oh my God, you're gonna be, yeah, you're gonna, those last couple of episodes are very shocking. So you're gonna really like
I,
them.
I was sad and I was tearing up. Ugh. Yeah, about Pepper.
Yeah. And it was, yeah, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, because my sister and my cousin, it's their first season. Well, actually, my sister is watching season six with me, so yeah, and my cousin is watching season four. It's
That's
their first
awesome.
season.
How is that hard, Omar, since everybody's watching various seasons? Like, do you get kind of mixed up and do you accidentally not realize that somebody is on season 4 and they haven't seen season 1, but you think they're on season 1 and you accidentally
That
spoil?
hurts.
Okay, good. I know
I
I'm not the only one. I
well,
don't mean to.
actually,
I don't mean to
when
do that.
season two, I thought season two was season one. Yeah, because I haven't heard of Murder House before because I was a child, and
Hmm.
Asylum I did, and it was back 2012. I thought Murder House didn't matter, only season two.
Yeah, I missed Murder House when it first came out on FX, the first season. I actually started watching American Horror Story the 3rd season with
Coven,
Kevin.
yeah, I watched that one
Yes.
first with Kathy Bates because I was
Yes.
interested to see Kathy Bates in it.
Well, my best friend watched American Horror Story and she told me that I need to catch up on it. Netflix had it and to watch it because it was a great show. And thank you, Brittany. It really was. And then, yeah, right after I
Ooh,
binged watched them,
Miss.
they
Hmm.
came out.
Well, yeah, I was mad at Miss Freeman
Why?
because she said that American Horror Story is so scary for her. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not scary. I watched it, and I'm not terrified. And
Well,
she's
some
like, I don't
people,
want to
though,
watch it.
some people, yeah, they can frighten very easy. But, there's people such as myself that you could go boo right in my face and I'll just kind of have no idea. I just won't
Yeah,
care. So,
I know. You mean jump scares?
yeah, things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I get the jump scares, but I don't really get scared when
I
they
don't know.
appear.
I love to be scared. So since I
Me
love to be
too.
scared, yeah, I don't find a problem with scary stuff. So,
Well, actually, season six scared me a little bit, not too much, because of found footage.
well, I'm not gonna lie, Omar. I would watch a lot of Roanoke with the lights off, and like my family would kind of be running around, and I'm intensely into the show, and I'd hear something, and I'm like, "What's that? What's that?"
Oh, Agnes. Oh yeah.
There were some intense moments in season 6 so far. There's been some really great
Yeah.
intense nail biting moments where somebody walks up on you, they're going to frighten the crap out of you because you're focused on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So. But okay, Omar, I mean, again, this was such a great episode of Ash versus Evil Dead. I'm so sorry, guys, we got a little sidetracked.
Asylum reference. Yep.
But yeah, it was so hard though not to talk about Asylum when watching this episode of Ash versus Evil Dead because the two
Mm-hmm.
are very strikingly similar. However, I guess you can
Yeah.
find that in absolutely any asylum. You're going to find a doctor, you're going to find mental patients, you're going to find electroshock therapy, things like that. So, you
Yeah.
know, it's kind of like the formula for people to follow. So,
Mm. Yeah.
uh, all right, Omar. Well,
Well,
is there anything you wanted to say before we wrapped up the live stream?
I'm glad to be on your show. It's finally nice to talk to you. I've never talked to you. Well, actually, Devil's Night. First time to talk to you in person, but I'm not really physically with you. But yeah,
No, absolutely,
it's
Omar. Thank you
it's
so
really
much for being on the
glad.
show. Yes, thank you
I'm
so much,
glad.
Omar.
It's
Well, if
funny.
you
Last
can,
weekend,
I know we
we were
couldn't like
funny
get our
last weekend.
headphones working, so Omar and I we were
Yeah,
gonna do last week's show together too, and like
yeah.
our
The
headphones weren't
Waz Hoodie
working, so yeah, we couldn't do it.
symbolized me. The Wizard Waz Hoodie. It's supposed to be like a tribute to me. Well, what's up?
But I'm glad it worked out though for this episode because there were some things that I didn't understand, and I'm just really glad that you were able to help me out with it.
Yeah, because it was all an illusion, and yeah, it was all an illusion.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching After the Evil, an Ash versus Evil Dead unofficial after show. We'll be back next Sunday to review episode 8 and talk about it. If you guys want to be a guest on the show, I'm working on that. So let me know if
Episode
you're
8.
interested. Episode 8. Let me know if you're interested in being a guest on the show by the comments below. And I am still working every single day to get somebody from Ash versus Evil Dead. I don't care if they mop up the blood afterwards. They're going to try. I'm trying to get them on this show. So we're going to keep working on that.
Mop
So
scrubber.
thank you. I don't care, Omar, what they scrub. I am not. I would love to work on that show as the person who does is the errand boy. I don't care any way to be. If you're part of Ash
You should
versus
be the
Evil Dead,
writer. I
I'm not
yeah.
that quirky. They do excellent writing on Ash versus Evil Dead. I would never ever try to
Do
touch
you,
that.
do
They're
you
so
think
great.
Bruce Campbell would read one of your books?
No.
Why not?
It's a young adult book. Maybe he would read my newest book, My Murder by Alpha, but I don't think he'd read my horror books. They're meant for a younger crowd, and Bruce is a more mature man. So I don't think, unless he specifically likes, younger books, I just don't think, yeah, he would read it. So yeah. But I'm going to write an adult horror novel. So
Really, Murder by Alpha? I like the title, Murder by Alpha.
thank you. It's basically it's the whole book tied into 3 words.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, guys,
I
thank
hope
you.
those suits.
Yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all are awesome. This is Mary and Omar, hoping that you all have an evil day, and we will see you guys next week.